All right. So I always find that over the years, like when you're making these videos, this one right here, this is the style I kind of like to show. So these are kind of things that have worked well. So this is an example of a video I recorded on the webcam. I used a virtual background behind me. And the whole point of this was so Sarah, who I was sending the video to, can have some context. Like she knows this video is going to be about her. It's kind of like a movie trailer. It doesn't give it away, but it's interesting. She knows the video is about her. So, and then all I did was add a little bit of movement, a little hand wave, a little point to bring the animated GIF to life. So when you record these Dubb videos, the first 3 seconds are going to be a repeating animated GIF. Technically, you could edit the video and bring a different portion of it forward to make that the case. But it's convenient when you know when you hit record, it's going to be a repeat of the first 3 seconds. So you don't waste a lot of time. You're ready, and there it is. So when I click on this, the whole point is Sarah sees it. She clicks on it like we just saw. Customized landing page called a preset, branding, videos, buttons to take an action, all that great stuff. Now, another style that works really good is this one right here when you're recording with the webcam. So all I did here was I grabbed the phone and I used the Dubb mobile app, and there's a little whiteboard feature on there. So what you can do is the name is really good. It's always been good for the years. Real estate, maybe it's a property address someone's interested in. Bizbo, question mark, bad idea, good idea. You know, all that kind of stuff. And whatever industry it is, maybe it's a short, punchy statement. Like if you're in recruiting, still hiring? Do this one thing, exclamation point. Have you done this one thing, question mark? So all that kind of stuff about placement of it, bring it up in a frame, and what's that punchy phrase that you have right there that makes a difference? So if I wanted to replicate what that is, I can go right in here in the dashboard, right up here at the top, click the red camera icon. There it is. And then if I want to have our virtual background that you saw behind me, I'm going to go down here, click virtual background, and then I go to your photos. And then, let's see, I can upload into this area any screenshots that I have. I click upload, and there's a bunch of stuff in here. So we know profiles work really well. Also, articles work great. Companies' websites. Like I go to a company's website with the industry that you're in, say, hey, this is Rob. I saw your Who We Are section here. I want to talk to you a little bit about that. And what will the GIF be? Me waving, pointing at the title back there, or the information that's over my shoulder. So the person has context and it's interesting for that person. Like if I was in solar and I sent them something like this and it was behind me, I could just tilt my camera a little bit like this and say, hey, listen, do you see these numbers above right there? And that big number above, something like that. So it's just about context. People's profiles, websites, articles. You know, in real estate, you could send someone a property update. Hey, check this out right here. All that kind of good stuff. Now, if you don't want to use the virtual background and you want to do the phone that you saw earlier, you grab the Dubb mobile app, and this is the button that you would press. So here's the mobile app, and it's a little button right up at the top, that square button right there. So tap that right there, and that opens up a typing area. And that's all I did before was I just typed the name, and you can add an emoji if you want to, whatever you want to add in there. Maybe you don't want to do that. And then just turn your phone, and it will turn to the side and do one of those. Make it interesting. Now on this recording here, on the basic webcam recorder, we have a teleprompter, and we have a teleprompter across all the tech. If you haven't used a teleprompter, really good for being specific with your messaging, because maybe there are numbers that you don't want to memorize. So you can have it in a script in front of you. Maybe there's phrasing that you want to get right. Maybe you're on a team and you want to keep that same cohesiveness in the sales message. Why not have a teleprompter in front of you? So I'm going to click right up in here. It's going to go there. I can create a new script, or I can search for a script that I already have saved. So in this case, I can grab this one right here. There's my test script. It's going to pop down. Now I have an internal camera in here on the laptop. So my arm distance is about this. I think this is pretty good. My eye line is right here at the top. I'm going to let the words flow up into my eye line. Now, if you have a situation where you have a webcam, an external webcam that maybe it's higher up, because I've seen these before, or maybe it's off to the side, and your teleprompter can't be close visually to where that is. Like in other words, if it's up there or something, I would just lean into the fact that you have notes. I don't think anybody really cares. I mean, you could say, I could be looking up here and saying, or looking here, but my notes are down here and say, so, you know, housing market today is blah, 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 and then come back down. I don't think anybody really cares about that, as long as you lean into what the situation is. But if you do have one where it's closest to the camera, keep your eye line right up here. This is what it would look like. So here's the speed, 177. You can adjust this up or down. This one works for me. You can hit the play button. See how it goes. I would always give it a read through first. You don't want to be surprised by the words. Just give it a once over. You can back the text off, or you can zoom it in.
Rob,
And
oh, all right. That's what I was just going to ask, how you adjust the font size.
yep,
I see it
right here.
now.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
thank you.
yep. And then some people like it like this, but the problem is if you go too much like this, then your eyes start going like this. So it's kind of nice to kind of keep it probably about there, but it depends on the person. And then when you hit record, the little menu is going to pop up here, and this is what it would look like. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. Now, what you can do there too is little hand movement, little pause, whatever your natural style is. Once you do it a couple times, you get used to it and won't even seem like you're reading at all. You can pause the recording down here. You can click it again to resume. You can also hit the red X if you want to delete. It'll always ask you, are you sure? And then if you want to save this into Dubb, just click the blue check mark and that'll save it into the platform. And if you want to close it, just click this button right here. So this is really good for face to the name kind of stuff. Especially when you're first making videos as well. This is a nice, simple way to do it. You can do it with no background. You can have the virtual background. You can use the phone. A lot of different styles that you can switch up to get people to want to click on it.